Good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. Welcome to Island Tea right here on Win Media SKN. It's Friday, guys. It is officially the weekend of Christmas, and lots to look forward to. It's Friday, so I know a lot of you guys are gonna be in town, running around, getting last minute stuff done. But before we even get into talking about that, I'm Azem, your host, and usually I'm joined by Jade, who won't be in today. And so I'm going to be holding it down with you guys by myself this morning. But I know you guys are going to keep me company as we go through the day. And so I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. We should have a guest later in the show. Looking forward to that conversation as well. But I was saying, it's Christmas time. And we're just about into it. This is the final Friday before Christmas on Sunday. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve. So, there's a lot going on. In town, there's festive Fridays. What else is happening today? Is there Festival of Lights happening? I think there might be Festival of Lights happening. Somebody could confirm that for me. And tomorrow, of course, is Midnight Escape. Last night was the Agri Night Market, and that seemed to have been very, very well attended. The term that was used to describe the crowd that was there by someone I met that evening was "people can done." That was the term used. So from that description, I could only come to the conclusion that there were a lot of people who supported that, and I wanted to, but I was just too much happening. Too much happening for me. Speaking of people and stuff happening, I've been running into some of you guys, some of your sippers, during just bouncing around town, and at some of the events. And I want to say, it really means a lot when you guys like hit me up and let me know that you watch the show. I had some real serious sippers, some that I know the name but now I know the face. Big up to Jackie and Michaela and Stiba as well. And I actually met a lady. Her son was on the show, and she gave me some insight. She gave me some insight into some questions that I was asking about him. So who knows better than mom? So I appreciate you guys so much who support the show and let me and Jade know that you guys are supportive and you guys do listen, and so we could put faces to the names as well. Sometimes we hear talking, and if it wasn't for the chat and it wasn't for the calls, we wouldn't know who listening. We still don't know who listening. But it really does mean a lot when we're able to really identify, some of you guys who listen and who support us, and really want to say thanks for that. Yeah, but Christmas time. Now, I don't know about you guys, but for me, oh my gosh. I actually forgot to do something this morning. Wow. I was running too late. I was supposed to actually leave early this morning to drop off. No, I'm talking about gifts. But I'll definitely have to try and get that done as soon as I'm finished here on the show. Wow. So, as a matter of fact, let me send a message now to let them know that the gift is on the way. 1 second, guys. This is actually pretty important. There's there's a lot of groups. I was talking about gift giving. There's a lot of groups who are recognizing that there's some among us who might not be in as privileged position in facilitating some gift giving. Yeah. And I was lucky enough to be a part of one of them, so I have to make sure I hold up my end of the bargain and drop it off. So Yeah, I don't want nobody vexing me, so I just have to send a quick message. But yeah, the truth is I'm not very good at gift giving. I like giving gifts. Deciding on what the gifts are, I don't know. Is this just a me thing? Is this a man thing? Because I've been hearing that a lot. When I go around asking people for suggestions, they hit me with this. I man ain't no nothing. I man just can't. I man does. Like, wait, it's just me. I just want one or two give suggestions. You don't have to attack. You don't have to attack my entire my whole gender as a result. But yeah, I really do find it difficult sometimes to identify even gifts to myself. That I know seems to be an issue. I don't know if it's false humility for some people, but for me at least, it is not easy for me to identify gifts for myself. All right, I don't know about you guys, but for me, it definitely is not a simple exercise. So some of you guys need to let me know what are some of the gifts that you like. Maybe I could get some ideas for people that I need to gift. For people that I need to gift. Give me some gift ideas, guys. We have to use it. We have to use this platform. Oh wow! Somebody saying is alive for you. Wow. Okay, so it might be a gender thing. It seems like that is the consensus. That men, even though they do like giving gifts, are probably not the best at identifying gifts to give. Okay. Right, I think I started to see what it is now, and I'm feeling less inadequate. Yeah, but some of you guys call in and let me know some of the gifts. Now we know that jewelry is up there. We know that fragrances are up there, right? But outside of those two things, I kind of draw blank. So yeah, I'm asking general public for some help. I need you guys. I need you, and I'm pretty sure, who knows, there might be other people listening out there who want some suggestions as well. So call in, type in on the live, let me know, give suggestions that you either like for yourself or that you know other people like to receive. All right, we can move forward. No, I gotta be honest with you guys. I went through the what do you call it? The list of stuff that Jade sent for us to discuss. I can tell you how straight. Jade on a different level. I can't discuss these topics by myself. Not necessarily because there's any topics that I have issues talking about. It's just that by I don't even want to read the headlines of some of these for y'all. Alright? I'll just, as a matter of fact, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll read the headlines, but I'm not going into any deep dives. This is Christmas time. There's kids at home. So like one of the, okay, I'll give you guys an examples. Right? I'll give you all an example, sorry. This headline means doctor warns against the surprisingly stupid Christmas trend. Don't pleasure yourself with ornaments. Like, I don't even want to open the link. To discuss that. And I think Jade willful. She knows she wasn't coming. She sent these things for me to try and discuss, knowing that I can, no, not doing it. Oh boy. Okay, when we get to our first suggestion, you see, this is to be the issue. The answer is, it's about listening. Then you are able to hear what she likes and are able to buy a gift that she would appreciate. First thing, who says for a she? Second thing is, you could listen all the time, but I try to listen. I just don't get gift out of. Look, you're gonna have to be less abstract. You're gonna have to be a bit more specific, right? You have to be a bit more specific about some of these gift ideas. Cleo, I see Cleo with me. Cleo tell me don't bother, and I know what she's talking about. Don't even bother going to that. Don't even bother going to that that topic there. Let's see what's happening here. Okay. Someone is saying cologne and perfume is safe. Everybody likes them. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Fragrances and jewelry tend to, even jewelry sometimes is a toss up. But I think generally you could kind of call it safe with jewelry. There's two things I think you have to kind of figure out is if the person has a preference for one metal or another, that may be something to consider, meaning they like rose gold, they like silver, things along those, what color they like. And that's definitely something to consider. But then the piece of jewelry, I think, is where it gets a little tricky. Kind of some people have, for instance, necklaces that they're very attached to. Maybe it is very sentimental. I know guys who wear jewelry for suspicious reasons. They have their suspicions and stuff like this. Now, what I'm realizing too lately is there are a lot of people giving out gift cards. And I'm all for the gift card thing as well. I think gift cards allow the person to get something that they know they would not only like, but will also use. It doesn't feel like the gift goes to waste. There's the other thing with gift cards to it could be for service. So, for instance, things like spa days, manicures, pedicures, massages, facials, that kind of thing. So that's also an option that I think works well. I think that's also an option that works well. Thanks, Grace, for that suggestion as well. And I think that goes along with it. The only issue with that is that I think sometimes people try to suggest that the gift card thing lacks a personal touch, but I do think it's very practical. So you might lose a bit of the personal touch, but you gain some practicality and a better chance of the gift not going to waste. It's something that the person would actually use and enjoy, as they have more of a choice in how they enjoy your gift, right? So that's definitely one of the pluses, I would say. But we should jump into some articles. Please feel free to continue sending in your gift suggestions. Apparently it's a man thing, and I know there are a few men who listen to the show. So yes, please send in, and I'll continue saying the suggestions as we get through the show. Someone is also saying land leather goods, gift certificates for goods or services, good quality cheeses. Okay. I had not ever thought about the cheeses option. So that's okay. That's different. I like that. Land leather goods, I get that. If it's a lady, lovely pocketbook or shoes, we love those. No, I just run from the shoes thing, because one, what I might like, she might not like. That's the first thing. Two, you want to make sure you get the right size. Three, I feel bad about buying women's shoes generally because women's shoes are so much cheaper than men's shoes. I don't know if it's a matter that I'm just buying poor quality. I have no idea what's going on there. I see women can buy shoes for literally $14 and wear them to work and stuff like that, and wear them out on the place, wear them out for events and things like that. Men shoes, I used to have this thing. I'm not spending more than $100 generally on a pair of shoes, and then it's went up to like $140. We're talking US now for dress shoes. But no, the sneakers are like $200, $230, and you have to buy them aftermarket. So depending on how popular or how high in demand the shoes, but you got I like those shoes. I gotta look for the shoes. The shoes like $300 US. It's like nope, no. So I've been literally sticking to brands that I know fall into my budget, and yeah, just kind of running it like that. Plus, part of the thing for me too is that I don't like to wear stuff that everybody else seems to be wearing, so it kind of keeps me in a position where, generally, because I'm not chasing the hype, I tend not to have to spend as much. But men's shoes compared to women's shoes, wow, I don't. Yes, I just kind of run from the women's shoes. Plus, the old people have a saying that you don't buy your partner shoes because they're gonna use those shoes and walk out your life. So up till I think it might have been earlier this week, I saw someone actually ask why their grandmother told them to not buy their boyfriend's shoes. And I couldn't believe that she did, because that is a talk that I've heard from seemingly since I born. I've been hearing. You don't buy your significant other or your partner or someone you're interested in a pair of shoes, because they're going to take the shoes and walk out your life. So I don't know. See that this is what's going on. As a man, it feels like gift cards make a lot of sense. It feels like that is just like, oh, I can guarantee that she likes whatever it is my investment goes into, etc., etc. It just seems to make sense. It's convenient and all that. But like I said, someone is also saying that gift cards my wife hates. She always say put some thought into it. You could either get a nice gift card, or you could get some gift that probably you're gonna be watching me like, why are you saying I'll buy you buy your wife some socks or something. She'll be like, honey, you don't wear socks. Exactly, you didn't have any socks, that's why I bought some socks. You understand? All of a sudden now, you're in the doghouse, the whole New Year come, you're still sleeping on the couch. You got to spend New Year's on your couch. You can't even sleep in your room. All because you put thought into your gift. Sometimes you just feel like we can't win, guys. See, somebody is saying true, don't buy shoes. Grandma said that. I tell you, and to me the old people is know. Old people is know. So I think I got to go with what the grandma said. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Good morning.
Good morning.
A blessed holiday to you when it comes.
Thank you so much.
You see, for me as a woman, two things I always tell my husband, don't get me flowers because they die. Okay? You're going to buy me something, I want something that I can look at and say, my husband got me that. I don't want food and flowers. No bother with it. I can eat food anytime, and flowers to me is a waste of money. 2 days they shrivel up. Waste of money to me. Go out and you buy something that when she look at it or he look at it, he say, oh, my mate gave me that. That is so nice. A nice cologne in a beautiful bottle.
Wow.
A piece of jewelry.
True.
And I'm telling you, we love with shoes and with handbags. Yes, we do.
Indeed. The handbags definitely.
I don't know. But It depends on the person that you're with. Some people are just like, yeah, give me some flowers. No, I'm not that type of person. Flowers to me, waste of money. The prettiest, after a while, you're like, hey, yeah, throw them in the garbage. They're dry. You know,
And the
it's
funny
a
thing is,
holiday. Go get the young lady a little charm that says something special on it. You know, up here they have, I think, is what they call it, panda, where they have these little hand thing. I don't wear them, but they have an
Pandora.
People seem to love those.
The Pandora bracelets and charms and such.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds like
I'm sure you could go and find something that, us women, we're not that hard to please, We're not that hard at all. It's the thought that go into it. And like somebody said, gift cards to me is last minute, so impersonal, like, yeah, just remember you, here's the gift card. Have a good day.
I got you. I think that's it too. But the funny thing with flowers, I know some people that seem to love flowers, and yes, thanks for your contribution. But it's like I said, I think there's some people who love flowers, so it then gets like you kind of have to know the person you're buying a gift for. I mean, even things like buying for parents, siblings, or just one of the things that feels good too when you give gifts to people who don't really suspect it. So, for instance, a few years ago, there was this company that there's this business place that I did a lot of business with. And over the year, they had really, I could see some of them going above and beyond to try and facilitate what it was I was doing there, the service that they were providing. And so, I gave them a little something. That is where I think gift cards come in. I think gift cards work well for persons where the relationship is perhaps professional. Maybe not necessarily family or a significant other. But if you want to do something nice for somebody who you don't really have a personal relationship with, but perhaps a professional relationship, maybe gift cards go work well there. But it does feel good too to give gifts to people who you identify as going to be going a bit above and beyond to try and help you. People who maybe, like I said, like there's a business place that you work with and they work with you well. And this, you want to do something nice for them around the holidays. Yeah, that works. And I think like I said, I think in those cases, gift cards do work well. See, Patrick, you're gonna open up something there now. Somebody's talking about what women like. Tell them talk about what men like too. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I don't know what I like. Whenever I start thinking about what I need, I start thinking about things that I need for for my profession. Outside of that, it gets crazy. But I do know I think there's a few things that you can't really go wrong with. I have a problem with watches. So timepieces, yeah, it's hard to go wrong with a quality timepiece. Not one of them timepieces that like if you walk in and your hand just happen to boot up on the door as you're passing through the door frame, the hand come off. Yeah, no, it's not a good look. But quality timepieces are interesting timepieces, things that are maybe a little outside of the norm. So, for instance, I have a friend that does his own, makes his own timepieces, and stuff like that. It's cool. Also, what else with the timepieces? So yeah, I actually had a guy that did a watch that was, I got it in Sembats actually, and it had the picture of Sembats on it, and it had a whole backstory about what the colors meant and what was the purpose of the watch, what inspired it, and things like that. So That was real cool as well. So yeah, that was cool. Somebody said, once it's something nice, link me. I think we're trying to determine what something nice is, Axeman. I think that's kind of where we're at right now. But yeah, what men like? We're talking about what women like. What men like? I don't know already. For me, fragrances are easy one. That's probably a go-to for me. If somebody asks me what I'm on, just kind of say that. But I think for most men, it's not so much that we don't know what we want, but we just rather get what we want ourselves. I think that's what it is. Because you don't want, like, for instance, you want even jewelry. There might be men who wear jewelry, but you don't want nobody to go buy your jewelry. You want to be able to go pick out the length, the size, the width, you kind of want to do it yourself. And I think that's kind of what it is. That men struggle with when they're asked what it is that they want for a gift. I'm thinking anything tech related would be good for a guy. That also might work. I think there's some guys who are just very interested in interesting gadgets. Like an interesting gadget, I think. But your men really like little children, yeah. Because I'm thinking about it and it's like, yeah, actually that might actually work. Something that is like an interesting gadget might really appeal to some men. Good morning, caller. You're live on LNT. What's up?
Yes, it's me again.
Hey.
But men is not that difficult either. You go and you buy your man. Hey, baby, look like you need a new pair of shoes. You go out, you find some nice shoes, some clothes, and like you say, a watch. Watch is something I stop by my husband. I buy them. He don't wear them. Waste some money. They just put them in a drawer. Don't even put them on.
Don't put them on.
No.
And if I leave the house without a watch, I feel naked, eh?
They don't even put them on. Tools, like my husband is an electrician, so I always make sure I find something, and he's a handyman, so I find some tools that he like. Cause you can't go wrong with tools if you know your husband. Like you're a musician, I'm sure you could say, oh, there's a music store. Let me go in here see if I find something new that come out that you may like. It's not hard, man. It's not that hard to please either. You just gotta know your man.
Yeah. So you say
number one male.
So what you're saying is if you just go based on the interest of the person, especially with men, go on the interest. Okay.
And you can't go wrong with clothes. And number one, if you have your mate, you look inside the house and say, you know what, she could do with maybe a nice set of corning wear to the one that have the lids when she going out and she put her lunch in, she can walk with, or even take out a nice dishes set that, she need an upgrade. Nothing wrong with that, because those are something she could look at and say, oh, I got this from Jimmy long time ago.
Right.
So it's easy. It's not that difficult. And if you men will only listen, because throughout the year, I don't know about anybody else, but I make sure I say what I want. You start throw down hints from long time.
Start throwing all your hints.
Yes.
Make sure you got time.
Yes, you have enough. Because you see, us women, we will plan for men. Men do not plan anything. We will, like my husband's birthday will come up. I already planned long time. Christmas coming up, you plan long. Men don't do that. The last minute, run to the store the day of your birthday, go grab something and come home. That's why we don't buy birthday gift for you months in advance for your birthday. So y'all must listen. We don't give y'all a hint. Just listen.
All right.
Have a good day.
All right. Thank you so much. You might be onto something there. You might be onto something. I think women really do hint throughout the year, and I think kind of like the funny thing about it, if you're not listening and you totally miss, if you go with something outside of what they've been hinting for all year, but you could really put yourself in some problems here, because that sets a level of expectation as well. So you better, if you don't go with what the hint was, you better come good. You better come good. Somebody said, hey, don't dig no hole for yourself. some hole you can't get out of next year. A simple Merry Christmas call. Things hard this year, so don't go above your means. A Merry Christmas call. Hey, that'd be wild, boy. Imagine calling your wife for Merry Christmas. Hey, wife, good morning. Just letting you know, thinking about you in this special season. Wishing you all the best. Merry Christmas. Oh, boy. Hey, let's see. But look, we're not trying to get the guys in the doghouse. We're not trying to get the guys. We're not trying to. No, let me tell you something. I believe the practicality of some men. Like, I don't think we have the reservations. I don't have a problem if somebody comes and asks me, "Hey, what do you want for Christmas?" I don't have a problem. The problem isn't with you asking. The problem might just be if I don't have an answer. I don't mind, but I don't think that's the same way for a lot of women. Like, they want you to show that you are attentive, that you care, and that you pay attention and put some thought into what you present. So it's a little different. I think for men, generally, I don't think that's an issue. If you just come and ask a guy, what is it that you want? He tell you, and as a matter of fact, if you're gonna go down the road, whatever he tell you, please do go and get. Because then it gets kind of crazy if you ask the guy, he tell you, and then you just go get something else. I could see a scenario like that when guys are thing. But the idea of playing to your partner's interests, I think that's important. I think that's important as well. Especially for guys. But y'all laughing, Imagine you're minding your own business. One day, you're there being just the best partner you could possibly be. Because that's what men are, women, that's how we operate. We tend to just continually putting ourselves in position to be the best partner to our significant others. That's what we do. So you're going about your normal daily routine, being an amazing partner, and your significant other come up to you and be like, "Hey, by the way, what do you want for Christmas?" And you being the very self-aware man that you are, of course, without having to think too long or too hard, have the perfect answer for your wife. Of course, you're a very practical man, very logical. And you give an answer like, you know what I would like? I actually broke my shades, and it's been it's been difficult when I go out to work all day, to bring back in the resources that keep things running here. I just love something that could protect my eyes, as I go out. That would be great. That would be great. And your wife was like, "Okay, nice, some nice shades." Yeah, some nice shades would be cool. And then Christmas Day come, you're gone, you see the little, you're going, you're sitting around the tree. Of course, let me tell y'all something first and foremost. I believe after this Christmas gift giving thing, really for the children, It's really for the children. That's one of the things I could say. Focus on the kids. If things hard this year and you don't have a lot of, stuff, a lot of like money to put into to gifting, focus on the children. Focus on the children in your life. Your kids, nieces, nephews. Focus on the children, you're gonna be alright. Let the kids benefit. But yeah, so you tell your significant other, yeah man, some shades might work well. She hit you with the, that's nice, I could do that. Okay, cool. And then what happened is, she maybe leave the house, gone to look for your shades for you. She gone to look for your shades for you. But of course, she gonna run into about 6 different stores on the way to the shade store. And then by the time she reach in to the store, which really nothing in there for you. Nothing in there for you. But she gone in there because it still look interesting, and guess what? She feel now that she know exactly what you want. From in the store that have everything to do with everything except shades. Christmas morning come, you go under the tree, you see a nice little package on it there. So, okay, well, somebody care about me, boy. As a man, you feel good knowing that you're being recognized, knowing that, hey, there's people in your life that value you so much that they would go out of the way to buy you something. And then you remember, oh, she had asked me a while back, what is I want? And I still need them shades, yeah. So you're looking forward to the nice practical gift that you could use and incorporate into your daily life. And you go, you open up the nice little small package, the perfect size, perfect shape. Only to recognize that the woman went into a jewelry store and buy you a bracelet. You now being a man who don't wear no jewelry, you barely wear your wedding ring. I mean, you open up the gift, you just watching it like, how are you supposed to do this? And then, of course, you can't hide the expression on your face. The poor lady now watching you, she now vexed with you, you know, because she ain't getting the response that she feel is required based on the gift that she buy for you. And of course, she gonna ask you what happened. And you can say, well, babe, I don't really wear jewelry. I don't really like things on my wrist, you know. It gets distracting, and I feel like it might. No. You well want some jewelry. I see it, I done work out, you gonna look good on you, you gonna wear it. What are you supposed to do then? You ain't just say thanks. And hopefully just look out for the next opportunity for her to bash you about not wearing the jewelry. That's what you got to look forward to now, yeah. What you got to look forward to is now a year of every time you all go in church, every time you dress up in the one suit where you got, because you done in a suit, man. You got to wait to hear what happened to the bracelet by you. Who woman you want to see you wearing the bracelet? Who she gonna want to know who it is by the bracelet now? Because ain't she? To be honest, it's just the gift now that keeps on giving. It's just the gift that keeps on giving. All you know, you got this gift. That all the gift is really is an opportunity for your partner to cuss you. And all you do is say you want some shades. Good morning, caller. You live on Island T. What's up?
It's me again. I'm going to give you a joke, right? Let me tell you how simple my husband is, right?
You hear the gift that keeps on giving you? All on Island T.
I went out and buy the man an expensive pair of sneakers. I think it was Reebok, so one of those expensive sneakers. Do you know this man watched me? I think he went home and he come back in and had the sneakers. He watched me, you know, he tell me I prefer my sneakers from Kmart or Walmart. My husband prefer Walmart or Kmart sneakers. As a matter of fact, he used to love Kmart stuff. Love Kmart sneakers than an expensive pair of sneakers. So you know what? I don't go out and buy expensive sneakers anymore because they end up in thinking to somebody.
Oh my God. So you got out thinking by I step up here, get him by something nice, they might walk up. How is here? Oh boy, when people really different, I don't go buy me the Walmart shoes, eh? Don't buy me the Walmart shoes for Christmas. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to reevaluate my position in this relationship. I'm going to have to start questioning whether or not I made the right choice when I went down on one knee. Because but you have to know your partner. That's what I'm getting from this. You have to know your partner. Now, the problem that I'm seeing here is today is the 23rd, Sunday is the 25th. If you know your partner now, me think you got nothing by tomorrow. I don't think you got nothing by tomorrow. So, Oh man. Somebody is saying the story, man. Some what? Let me go find out where he put my gift, cause me seen it with the vex face. Wheaty getting a call. Wheaty is getting a call for Christmas. That's what's going on. Wheaty getting a good morning, love. I just wanted to understand how much you mean to me at this time. Oh man. What I'm getting is you really just have to know your partner. If you don't know your partner, you're gonna put yourself in some problems. I think there are a few generic things that you can't go wrong with. But let me tell you, women, if you guys ask the man what he wants, men tend to be a little bit more decisive. But I think when it comes to receiving gifts from people, maybe it's a humility thing, maybe it's a whatever, but we know things that we need, but we probably don't even know if that's something that you think we should have. So that's why we just get confused when you ask us. Because I might walk out by, you know what, I need a nice travel bag. Oh, the other thing too, why I think a lot of men don't really answer that question is because the things that maybe come to mind might be a bit more. We don't want you to spend all the money on us. Like, I think a lot of men feel uncomfortable when people spend money on them. I don't know if that's the case for women. That's the case for women too. Women don't feel funny when men spend money on them. Somebody tell me. But for instance, a man might need, he might be somebody who travels for work or has an upcoming trip, and he would have like maybe a nice little duffel bag, a nice little leather duffel bag, feel confident as he move around. Maybe, somebody spoke about land leather, maybe a nice land leather duffel bag or something. But, he may be thinking, that might be a few $100 US. So, yeah, let me not tell her that, because I don't feel comfortable with her spending that amount of money on you. So, you just hit her with the, I don't know. Yeah, so somebody's saying, men never know. They always say, I don't care. And I think part of it is we don't care what the actual gift is. We do appreciate that the gift is given. And but like I said, there's some of the reasons that I'm talking about. I think is why men have it difficult answering the question. But we don't want people to have to spend the amount of money on us. Or, in other words, when you give somebody idea for a gift, you're kind of putting them in a bracket of how much money to spend on you. And I think that feels weird. At least I could speak for myself. I think that feels weird for me. Because I might want a nice little gold ring or something. But we're thinking, like, hey, maybe let me get another gold ring or something like that. But you don't want to have someone go and spend that for you. So and it gets on you, and it gets difficult to kind of think about things that you haven't really thought about in the moment. And so, yeah. I think that's a big part of it. I don't know for other men, but I could say for me, I think that's it. I don't feel comfortable requesting something that is gonna put you in expense. Like it feels weird. It feels weird for me. So I just kind of hit you with the I don't know. Yeah, that's part of it. One, and also I think I spoke about the fact that some of the things that you may want, you just kind of rather get it yourself, so you could choose and ensure that is something that lines up. But I like the idea of playing to guys' interests. If he's a handyman, get him a nice new electric screwdriver. I need an electric screwdriver, to be honest. Like, yeah, I need one of them. I need some tools. I need to build up my toolkit. So the plan is to do that over the course of next year. Build up my toolkit. Actually want to buy a nice little portable generator. See, most of the things that I think about to come up from work. Maybe I might be a bit of a workaholic, but I think I'm squarely in this phase of let me work hard for the next 10, 15 years, so I don't have to work at all for the last 20 years of my life. That's kind of how I'm looking at it. But Let me see. Best gifts for men include cologne, suit, ties, or toolkit. BHC, I think you might be onto something there. Even though I don't want nobody buying me a suit, I like to pick that stuff out for myself, especially considering, and that's one of the things I think I was saying. Yeah, you want to pick out stuff for yourself, and you maybe don't want to put people. It feels funny telling somebody to go spend $200 on you. Well, that's for me, and I don't know how other men feel about it, but yeah, and so you just don't care, like, yeah. But if the man do tell you what it is to buy, please go buy the man a gift, please. Somebody saying a trip to the spa is a good gift for a man. Will you all know you're all for that? I'm all for that because I think more men need to recognize that the spa isn't somewhere that is segregated by gender. A lot of men just act like as if they're not supposed to go into the spa. It's off limits for men. No, you can go. You can go. You could go in. Get yourself a nice facial, which is something that a lot of men don't do. Pamper yourself. I promote the pedicures and the manicures. I need to go get one of both. And for those of you men who find it weird that I say that, well, you Neanderthal. You need to learn. Oh, but somebody's asking what's my favorite cologne. I am a big fragrance guy. So we're going on a very dark path and we only have an hour left in the show. So I don't know if I want to go down the cologne. I don't know if I want to go down the cologne path. But the funny thing about it is let me explain something. A lot of you guys know, if you listen to the show, you know that I used to travel a lot for work. And of course, traveling and you're passing through airports, one of the shops that you can almost guarantee to run into in any airport is the duty-free perfume stores, right? So it was very easy for me to, while I'm waiting for a flight, get into a store, go around and tell myself that I'm only going to smell the colognes and then end up walking up with 2 or 3. I've had a few items that really I've had to work on, just controlling my impulse to buy and purchase. One was, colognes. The other one was watches. Like, I had a serious watch issue for quite some time. As a matter of fact, it was so bad that I would have to instruct my travel mates, when I would go to work. They knew to not allow me to go into watch stores. They knew it. Like, it was a thing. They would instructed to, if needs be, physically restrain me from going into the watch stores. Because it was I'll be honest, and confession is good for the soul, but also I'm saying this to try and help anyone out there who may also be suffering from the excessive desire to buy watches, right? What I would do is I would save my per diem. I would save my per diem on the trip, and that would go towards watches. Now, obviously, on a short trip, the per diem, maybe it could get you like a Fossil or something, right? There are 2 days, you could get a Fossil. But, that's the thing. But when it would be really bad would be like if I'm on a extended trip, we go away for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. And what I would convince myself, and this is one thing we have to talk about, the way we convince ourselves of things to get what we want. Right? We create these narratives that allow us to get the outcomes that we want. It don't have to be true. We know what we want the outcome to be, and so we craft the narrative in our minds to get us to the outcome that we desire. So I just want to watch. So what I did, I created in my mind this whole thing about, hey, people go away and they get souvenirs. So what happens is I'm gonna use the watches as a way to remind myself of these trips, and it's a little memento and it's a souvenir. So people are late to themselves. You see how people are late to themselves? I just want to watch you. I coming up with this old. All I gotta do is take a picture. All I gotta do is take a picture. That's I could remember where I was. Like it would bring back all the memories about the Somebody just put up a gift there that I'm very yeah. I would like that gift, to be honest. But anyway. But yeah. So I would convince myself of these stories. So what I would do is be like, okay, well, I'm here for 5-6 days. Per diem is such and such. I'll be able to save X and let me go find a watch store. And I'll go and I'll just go buy a watch. So I'll be like in Europe somewhere and hunting around the watch stores, or in St. Martin and hunting around for a watch store. I went to St. Bart's, buy a watch store. Like find one. I found a watch store open on New Year's Day in St. Bart's. That's how crazy it was. So yeah, and then I had to really work on that. I'm happy to say that I have since been able to free myself, at least to some extent, from the shackles that bound me to the watch thing. What I ended up started doing was just buying cheap watches as a way to kind of wean myself off of it, instead of buying like very expensive watches. I sold a bunch of my watches. That's the first thing. I sold a bunch of them on eBay, and then I went down a dark path for a little bit, because I started buying what they call replicas. So you could buy like a fake Rolex, or fake, like, I've never bought a fake Rolex, but yeah, you could buy like fake designer watches, ones that cost like $40,000-$30,000, or special edition like watches that cost generally maybe 8 to 10,000 US. You could buy like replicas. So I would literally go to like places. I went to Brazil. I remember I was in Brazil and like I was looking for like A-class replicas, because they have different rankings. I'm going deep into the watch thing, but yeah, they have different rankings about replicas. So they have like A-class, B-class, C-class, D-class replicas. I would like ask the taxi man, is like, okay, boss, I know you know where to go get the nice replicas. Like just take me there. And like the taxi man playing like he know what I'm talking about, I just jump out the taxi. So I went down a dark path for a little bit as I tried to wean myself off of the watch thing. But yeah, it got to the point that I started buying like nicer cheap watches. Like I identified nice brands, and you know, I didn't have to go spend like the load of money on the watches. And then eventually I got it under control. Let me see. Look, as long as the watch actually works, it's real. No, Witty, it's not. No, Witty. Like, let me tell you something about this thing. Some people feel like once the watch like turning, clicking it. No. You know what I hate? I hate the watches that every 2 days you got to reset it because you realize it's off from your phone. Yeah. You know? Somebody saying you get the Uchi instead of a Gucci. But yes, yeah. But yeah, somebody was asking about my favorite colognes. Some of my favorite colognes at one point was Savage, and I know the girls going crazy right now because there's a certain narrative around Savage. But when I started wearing Savage, nobody was wearing it, and so yeah, that at one point it was very thing. There's these PDM perfumes that I like quite a bit as well. There's Jimmy Choo. There is there's something that I wear that I don't like to tell people because I feel like everybody start to wear them and then I'm gonna have to find something else because I don't like walking around and people just identifying what I'm smelling. That's another pet peeve of mine. I'll be able to tell me what I'm wearing based on just smelling it. So yeah. Somebody saying like watches are a waste of money. That thing costs over 2,500 US. Yeah, I could understand that mindset. I could understand that mindset. Someone saying clothes and shoes are tricky because you can get it wrong. So that's how I gauge my gift giving. Applying the gender age rule. Okay. Office presence, a framed picture with timestamp is always very personal for an office bestie. Yeah, definitely. I like that. Like I said, for me, offices and stuff like that, gift cards work well for me, and for professional relationships. Hey, somebody need to go watch to find out why it is y'all work while y'all real wife giving to the work husband here. Some of y'all need to go check out that there. You getting socks? And you want to see what the work husband get? You getting socks and the work husband get a nice necklace with a yeah, but you out here getting a toolkit, feeling good about why it is your wife buy you. Say, oh, but she buy me something I could think. You ain't know that she got some picture frames that she will want you put up, and she just walk out. She ain't want to hear an excuse, so she buy you a toolkit for Christmas. Wait till January morning. You get wait till January morning. You just get a babe. I got these frames here. You think you put them up in the living room for me? All these shelves. I got some shelves there, Long time I got them. I was supposed to tell you put them up. You can put them up for me. You feeling all nice and good, run gone in, well looking. Long time you looking at a reason to use your nice new toolkit. See you running gone in your tool shed. Come up with your brand new toolkit, making sure your drill all charge up. This time the work husband out there with the $2,500 watch flexing. Somebody gotta be careful. Good morning, caller 11 Island T. What's up? You lost that one. Let's see what this caller has to say. Good morning, caller 11 Island T. Talk to me. Good morning. Okay, we lost those callers, but feel free to call back. Somebody said, Azem, your work, you're going on a dark road, stop it. Work husbands deserve gifts too. Me say they deserve gifts, yeah. I just saying two things. One, the work husband gift can be better than mine. And two, if you got a work husband, well, you probably don't need me. Good morning, caller. You're live on Island T. What's up?
Good morning. I don't know what you're thinking, and I'm not sure what you're planning. But you're throwing stone in a pig pen. And the pig dog and lash gun ball out. Whatever you're thinking or you're planning, I don't know. But you're hitting some heavy notes. No. If somebody want to buy me a watch, I don't mind. Buy me a Rolex, it's okay. And I like expensive time.
Yeah,
cheap time really, because you don't get in trouble with cheap time. I mean, the stuff you got to carry them to quick.
Time is one of the most valuable resources.
Well, the clock a tick, so you remember who said that, right?
Mm-hmm.
The clock a tick, so we got to go. No, and another serious note, there are some things that we have done through the year. The year is coming to an end, and we have done them probably, well, we cannot go back and adjust them and fix them because the days have already passed. So the question stands out. What is it that we have done for the year? We did it good, but for the upcoming year, we can do better. How can we improve on the things that we have done? How can we improve and give in service to others of whom we come across to? And we could be more polite and be more generous and be more thoughtful of others. Those are some of the things that I would like to look at and see how best we could live more peaceable and comfortable with each other. There are some people, no matter what you do, they wouldn't be comfortable with you anyway. But at the same time, what can we do to measure? And the other hand is that a gift don't have to be expensive. It's the thought of giving someone a gift to let them know that you think about them or your mind was on them, so you give them a gift. And so, having done so, I think that one will achieve what they set out to achieve. So somebody don't have to break the bank to give somebody a gift. It's simple. It's the thought and not the monetary value of the gift that count. Just letting somebody know that you appreciate them, and that's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it don't have to be a big expensive thing, and it don't have to be a Rolls Royce, a car, a Rolex watch or something. But
Right.
just the thought of saying thank you, I appreciate being around you, and I like your company. So I thought about you, so I give you this. And if the person sneer at it, then you know that they don't have any value for you and your judgment.
Hmm.
So it's time to change your lane and get new friends and find new company.
All
We can
right.
always choose our company, but we cannot choose our family and friends. But we could choose our friends and company.
Indeed.
Thank you very much, and season greetings to you, and have a good day, sir.
All right, man. You have a good day and enjoy the rest of the season as well. But yeah, guys, bye. Let me let me tell you something, right? It's all well and good. Now we had one caller call in and talk about how, they bought an expensive gift, only to be met with, the comments of, hey, I don't need all these expensive things. As a matter of fact, the ones I prefer are a lot cheaper. So that is a thing for real. But I can tell you something now. Your partner might not say anything, but they're watching this cheap thing when you come and buy. They're watching this cheap thing. They want to be ungrateful, but they say, like, this is the best he could do. This is the best he could. Oh my gosh. And I'm going to be honest, I am feeling a bit of a way about how much support I'm getting on the live for the work husbands. Too many work husbands winning. Somebody is saying, literally say, work husbands are the best. Oh boy. Jetty, I afraid to go down any road with you because you just admit that your wife asked you if your co-worker isn't making you your rum cake for Christmas. She ain't no. She ain't no. That's work wife cake she eat. You seem like a problem. You seem like a problem. I'm afraid to answer any question that you're asking because you might be trying to put me in a compromising position. Bye. Let me see what's happening here. Imagine the man done buying me lunch and all kind of thing all year and now no Christmas gift. Wow. This work husband thing like is a wow. Fellas, I'm glad that you guys are seeing what is happening on the live. For those of you who are listening on the radio, there seems to be a lot of support for the gifting of to co-workers who may be of the opposite sex. So all I'm saying is watch your back. And be careful of the toolkits. They're trying to fool you with the toolkits, guys. The toolkit ain't for you. The toolkit is for them. Work husband ain't getting a toolkit though, I can tell you that. Work husband ain't getting a toolkit. So just be careful out there. Just be careful out there. But yeah, just the thing about it for me is about appreciation, right? And I think that's why even I mentioned earlier, that there might be people who you deal with throughout the year in a professional setting. There might just be people who do you favors, that guy who, when he cut in his yard, he go and he cut the fire break between your house and his house as well. The neighbor who, whenever they have stuff on the tree, they bring stuff over for you. Those are some of the people who, you could, a small token to show some appreciation, to show that there's thought. You appreciate the thought that they put into, to how they operate with you and how they deal with you throughout the year. I think those gifts, I think, are really impactful, not only on the person who's being gifted, but the person who presents the gift. I think it does a lot for you. So, look around in your life. Think about people who throughout the year would have, gone above and beyond for you. And, if possible, give them a token of appreciation. I get it doesn't have to be anything expensive, and it doesn't even have to be something monetary. Even if it's just a card, that you wrote up, or just a call on Christmas Day, just to wish them Merry Christmas, but also to just let them know that you recognize and appreciate the things that they've done for you throughout the year. Yeah. Some BHC is talking about toolkits getting a bad name now. I got a feeling BHC been using the toolkit gift for quite some time. I think she's one of them been using the toolkit for quite some time. 1 year is a drill, next year is a screwdriver, next year is a set of spanners. Next thing is a pump for your car. You will want a portable battery pack and compressor for your car, So what you do, you give your boyfriend that, because you know when your car flat, you see you calling, and at least you know that he got it for you. But you gotta watch out with these gifts, bye. Someone is saying, or if you want a personalized gift that transcends time, order a personalized singogram by Vinyl Powell, have it recorded, or even book a private Christmas concert dinner with live entertainment. Now, I wonder who that person could be. But yes, even gifts like that, I think, go a long way. Gifts like that go a long way because, they're different and they create memories over time. So, yeah. Hit up Vinyl Powell. Let know that you need a singogram, or you need, a nice little special thing. A little special private dinner type, type gift for that special someone. Alright, talking about significant others. Alright, mother and son don't want a gift now. Nobody telling me what the parents supposed to get here. We had to beg to get some. We had to beg to get some gift suggestions for men, and then the gift suggestions for men is things for you. But we don't understand. Yeah, somebody saying always keep portable compressor and plugs. Overall, I'm telling you, that's something that I try to. Hey, outside of the gifting, because we know we can't do this. You can't. Okay, side note. If you're a man who has women in your life who you care about, so I'm not only talking about just a significant other, but yes, wives, your mothers, sisters, right? Close friends, and they drive, right? I'm suggesting that we all, as men, get them a portable compressor for the vehicle and the jump charger, and a portable charger, battery charger, a battery pack, and you ensure that it stays charged. I think that is very important. I think all of us need those. Those should be standard in a vehicle. But yeah, I think a lot of times we don't think. And also when you buy it and present it to them, you have to also teach them how to use it. Like, yes, the nails might be a little long and it might be a little difficult, but they do other things. They are quite skilled. I saw a lady the other day typing with about 5-inch nails, and I was stood there in awe. I couldn't understand how she was making it happen. So they're capable. They're quite capable. No, that being said, you can't go give your significant other an air compressor, and a battery charger for Christmas. Don't let nobody say the fella on Island Tea say I must give her this for Christmas. Let me put that out there now. These are not Christmas gifts. You can buy it during the Christmas season so that you get the duty-free off at the port. But I am suggesting that you wait to present these things until sometime in mid-January. You also have to, you can't present it around the time where she suspect it come in for Christmas and you just didn't give it to her. You have to wait until some weeks pass. Right? So as a matter of fact, just to play it safe, give it to her in February. Right? Give it to her. Put it February, you present it to her and say, hey, I thought that this might be something good for you to have. Come, let me show you how to use it. You know, you make it a nice little thing. You go out in the yard. You show how to put it on and how to pop the hood, how to put it on the thing, how to turn it on and watch it like the order in which you're supposed to do it. The red to red, the black to black. Put it on, turn it on, switch it on, then go in the vehicle, start up. Like, yeah, look, yeah. Make it a nice little afternoon thing. But let me tell you something. Do not. Oh Lord, this is a Valentine's present in February. So you know what you got to do is you got to time it right at the end of January then. So like as a matter of fact, there's only a small window where you could present these things to them. We're thinking 30 days of September, 30 days of what? How you go? Watch here. Whatever the last 3 days in January be, that's the only time you could present this gift. So make sure you get it in because you don't want to miss the window. Alright? Get it in because you don't want to miss the window. I'm telling you. But on a serious note, I think those are something that you really need to. Sometimes we got to be the ones to think about it and help them out. Again, this goes for mothers who drive. This goes for sisters that drive, close friends that drive. Yeah, definitely that is a must for me. We have to really popularize those things. One of my biggest concerns for the women in my life that drive is them being out and not knowing what the proper procedure is to deal with whatever it is that they're dealing with. The proper procedure first starts with calling me. That's first and foremost. Call me. But also having to wait on anybody or depend on somebody to come and help them because they're not in a position to help themselves. And in order for them to help themselves, they need the tools, right? And they need to then know how to use the tools properly. So call me. But I know that if you come out from an event and your car ain't starting because you left on the light in the roof of your vehicle, no problem. You should be able to go and get a charge and get home after you call me. Just saying. But yeah, it is imperative that you do that. I'm telling you, right? Somebody's saying, imagine the look on her face, priceless. Axman is your problem, yeah. Imagine Valentine's Day come, you present your girl with some tire plugs. Yeah. You know why that gift will be priceless? Because it costs your relationship. It costs your whole relationship. Priceless indeed. Somebody saying, as a woman, I would not be excited about a compressor for Christmas, but I would still be grateful. See, Shan, you ain't gonna fool me. You ain't gonna have me telling this superman to go out and buy a compressor and a jump starter for the significant others and women in their life for Christmas. I'm not doing it. So guys, take it from me. Yes. Yes, I think all of us need to do that to drive. Someone is saying I invested in one of those little power bank battery jump starter things. Yes, I think that is something that we all need to do. And like I said, guys, take the time to educate, not fathers if you have daughters. The same time you're teaching your son how to change a tire, you need to teach your daughter. The same time you're teaching your son about where the battery is in the vehicle, you need to teach your daughters. Right? Because she's gonna get a nice man who come up and decide to have to teach her them things. No. That should be daddy job. Right? That should be daddy job. If daddy ain't around, no problem. Guys, we take up the slack. But yeah, some of these things that we keep the young women away from, nah, they need it too. They're driving up and down the place, and they're probably even more susceptible because some unscrupulous danger to society might actually work out. He sees some young lady on the side of the road, and instead of seeing an opportunity to do something good for somebody else, well, yeah. And even sometimes when they do something nice, they expect it to be they see it as now, hey, I did something nice for you on the side of the road. Give me a number. No, you don't need my number. I mean call you. I mean plan to call you after this. So yeah, but again, these are the things that really do happen, and we have to be mindful. We have to do it. Let me see what's going on here. Somebody saying, but why would a woman feel anyway about a useful gift? Just add chocolates to the compressor. Somebody said, add the chocolate all in the middle. Wow. Well, guys, we're getting some news here. Apparently, if you want to give the ladies in your life a useful gift, then in order to make it a bit more acceptable and palatable, just add chocolate. Just add chocolate to it. Oh, boy. Someone is saying if people still ask for numbers in 2022. I thought it's only IG people that ask for. I just ask for numbers. I ask for numbers. Personal. It would set the tone for what it is the expectation is. If the person then offers the IG, then you take the IG. But you ask. For me, it's still. Maybe I'm a bit old school. But you ask for the number. That would be my suggestion to young men. No, you take the number, but you ain't calling. You only taking the number for the WhatsApp. Yeah, Emmanuel. Yes, of course. I'm from a different generation, so you're asking for the number. I come from a time when you used to go by the payphone if you want to call the woman in your life that you might be interested in. You go by the payphone, you call, tell her that you're coming now. Drop in your quart. Somebody needs to explain to me what used to be happening to the payphones when you're trying the quart and the quart just roll all the way out. What was that about? Is it that the phone ain't working? Like what was happening there? Some ex at the time, what was his name? Cable and Wireless. Some ex-Cable and Wireless employee, please tell me what was happening with the payphones when you're throwing the quad to make your call to let the young lady that you're quoting know that you're coming over, but the quad just rolling all the way. Poor man throwing in the one quad about 16 times, the quad just rolling out, getting frustrated every time, and then for some strange reason, it's always the same reaction. You take the handset and just bang it on the thing that's up on the hook. Just keep banging it on the hook. It ain't gonna do nothing, the quad can still roll out. But anyway, good old days. The good old days. Somebody saying if a guy tried to talk to me and ask for my IG, I know he too young. Oh yes, man. There was a definite trick. There was a trick to get free calls in the payphone. I can't remember it now either, Gavin. Somebody turned me onto that, but that used to save me calling my parents to go home. Because where I was living at the time, like, it was nowhere to really get home unless somebody picking you up and dropping you off. So I used to have to figure out, once I figured out the free call thing, that was a lifesaver. And then down where Sonia car is now, is where they used to have the cable and wireless thing. They had some payphones down there. So I'd walk on the road. Generally it would be after what you call it, yeah. After maybe football practice or something like that. And then I'd have to make a move down there to call somebody to come for me. So them free calls used to think, all the time you got quiet to go make a call in the payphone. You know what I mean? I wasn't like them other young men gonna call these young ladies to come over by them in the payphone and thing. No. I would never do such a thing. So all I would think that's what I was going on. Nah, not me. I was a nice young man, read my Bible, and play football. That was all I used to do. And eat grapes. Yeah, I was a grape man, still is. So those of you who are looking to buy me gifts for Christmas, grapes are welcome. And watches. So yeah, feel free. But guys, like I said earlier, we actually gonna have a nice conversation with a very special guest in the studio. Very excited about this conversation. So we're gonna take a small break and be right back with more Island Tea right here on WINNMedia SKN. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
Simply shop at Ram Supermarket and Cash and Carry this December and enter to win free groceries for 1 year valued at $50,000. At Rams, you're always guaranteed better prices, better quality, and better service. Happy holidays from Rams, the good food people. 'Tis the season to shop with your good food people at Rams. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details. Ram, the good food people, promises to make your holiday season a whole lot merrier and brighter. Simply shop at Ram Supermarket and Cash and Carry this December and enter to win free groceries for 1 year valued at $50,000. At Rams, you're always guaranteed better prices, better quality, and better service. Happy holidays from Rams, the good food people. 'Tis the season to shop with your good food people at Ram. Terms and conditions apply. See store for details.
Hey guys, welcome back to Island T right here on WINNMedia SKN. And as I said before the break, we actually have in studio with us a very special guest, guys. The one and only, the man himself, Byron Messiah. Byron says something, let me make sure you think. Okay. So guys, give me a second. We're going to just make sure we can hear everything Byron's saying. And we're going to be right back. Just make sure let me get everything working. We can't afford to miss nothing from the king himself. Alright guys, sorry about that, but we're back again, and looking forward to this conversation with the man himself. Let the people hear your voice now?
Yeah man, you know, Byron Messiah representing 98.9 Win FM.
Boom bam.
In living colors.
Byron, man, it's good to see you again. It's been a while since you've been in the studio, since you've been hanging out with us here on Island T. But, you know, your family, anytime you're around, you know, we could touch base, catch up with what's going on, kind of hear about, you know, where you're at in life. Since the last time I saw you, and last time you were here, you're looking good. You're looking like life going good for you. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that is the case. What's been happening with you over the last few months? I think the last time you were here, you had some stuff on the horizon with music, as well as, you know, just developments in your career in terms of even your label situation. So what's been going on with you the last few months?
You know, so we've been migrated to overseas still, you know, just putting in the works as usual and making things happen and creating links and network, you know, building something genuine still out there and making the thing happen, man.
Yeah, I mean, we see you, you know, social media, we see you all across, even on websites, you know, traveling around, continuing to build your music, and you know, build your network with people. How has it been, you know, having to, for the music and for your career, just even leave a place that you know in your entire life? Like how has that been for you, that experience?
I mean, it was basically like a business trip, but at the end of the day, still a vacation. Cause I remember said, this is the life, you know. Yeah, like so it wasn't really difficult to cope with still, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
But what's the difference? What do you think the difference is with you know, what you've seen out there? Cause you know we've been exposed to certain things. What's some of the differences you've seen in terms of the way they handle, you know, music in some of the other places as opposed to how it is here, and what the possibilities are?
It is more professional abroad.
In what way? Like what they do different to what we're doing? Cause I think part of it is that we're trying to get to the place where, just like yourself, more people could really see this thing as a real lifestyle and something that they could, you know, really put their full energy into. So what's some of the things that you see they're doing differently to achieve what it is they're achieving?
Well, I mean, you know how we does not, you know how every musician start out still. We've been doing it for the fun of it, you know, the love of it. Yeah, but at the end of the day, sometimes you just have to man up and know, say, yo, this is something what you want to do in life, and this ain't a mediocre. You can't take it for a hobby for all the days of your life, you know. So man up and actually get some business heads behind it and make sure, say, yo, this is how you're going to make your daily living and the best of it, so that you could be comfortable and that your grandkids could be comfortable with it still, you know?
Yeah, I think maybe so to me what you're talking about is just the mindset and how we look at it and we approach it.
Is that self. It's mindset alone.
Yeah, I think like you say, a lot of us we get involved and we see it as something that you do on the side, It's something to bring in a little extra money. Maybe you just love it, so you just do it, but you don't really see it as a way to. You don't have the conviction to decide, but this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna just do whatever I have to do to ensure that this is how I intend to live the rest of my life. But you made that step, and I want to believe that you're seeing some benefits and some rewards for the risk that you took. Doing that. 'Cause really, it's a risk. I in a lot of examples that people doing what it is you're doing. You know what I mean? But you're back here now. You're back for Christmas. You're back for Carnival. You're performing. You performed already. What's happening?
No, actually performing tonight. I returned for Cooler Fit, you know? And I'm leaving on Christmas Day, actually.
Wow.
So, yeah, I won't be here.
Wow.
Spending the season greetings with everybody.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But, hey, well, first thing, let me talk about the performance. Tonight at Cooler Fit, that's up at Candyland. You know, Byron Messiah live on stage, and a lot of us been clamoring and waiting to see you perform again, because you know most of the times we see you perform now is through a phone screen.
Tell you.
Through a phone screen, it's like where he be now? Man in Guyana, like what you doing over there?
Yeah.
And people singing your songs and things. But you know, this is home, and this is the home base. So, so you know, people really looking forward to it. I don't think we've seen you since Music Fest.
Yeah, 7 months now.
7 months, wow. 7 months since you performed live in St. Kitts. Well,
6 to 7.
But that right there is a reason alone for people to go out tonight and support the thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for sure. But you talk about just now, you mentioned something I wanted to actually explore. And you're gonna come back to me, but in terms of you know, you're coming from St. Kitts, where it's a place where the people from St. Kitts and the people who support you because they're from St. Kitts, they might be in certain places. So you know, if you go to like Florida, you're going to sign for petitions. You go to Houston, you know, there's a big community there in Boston and different places. But some of the places that you've been going as part of, you know, the entourage, the clique that you're rolling with right now, in places where a lot of Kittitians really known to be. How has it been like trying to break into these different markets and get people who might not be from where we're from to really love the music and see you as a real artist?
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, this event was recognized as one of biggest songs in dancehall 2022.
Wow, congratulations for that, bro.
Yeah, so it's like just we go places and you know, everywhere me travel, and me not tell you none where I'm from. Everywhere I travel, people just call me Vent.
That song just gone.
Literally, people just call me Vent. Them say, yo, you remind me so much of Rat Wave, your Vent, and you know, like, and it's just amazing because at the end of the day, I mean, remember say, everything is not gonna always look at how it looks, though. Because at the end of the day, Vent accumulated almost 2 million streams for 4 months now, and it's only been 4 months since we dropped Vent. So it's just energy, and it's just we creating stories that everybody is going through on a daily basis still, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you might see me go to Guyana, Grenada, Barbados, and it doesn't matter where they're from. They could even be from on the other side of the world. There's always somebody who wants to be heard, who have a story to tell about them. And sometimes stories be so similar to other people's stories, you know?
Yeah.
So I would just say it's energy alone, fam.
Yeah. I can tell you something with the whole energy thing. I believe that, you know, people say music is a language, right? And it don't matter where you're from, we all kind of recognize the language. But the language is one thing, but the actual content of what is being said is what will resonate with people. And I think because you're artists who speak like from, you know, your own experiences, your own thoughts, like other people could feel what it is you're saying. Like they recognize it. It's like, I've been sure that, I've been thinking the same thing. I've been
Facts.
feeling the same thing. That's the feedback you've been getting from people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, even the fact that you speak in a very, I want to use a big word, existential way, right? Meaning, and just even a very real and raw way where I think a lot of dancehall artists and people, and not only just dancehall artists, but just Caribbean music on a whole, not very vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a very macho, very, like, how should I put it by? It's a very macho type of a genre. But you tend to do this thing where you mix that with just some realness about real feelings and what's going on. And I think a lot of people really like that.
Yeah. You know, say, I just 2 days ago maybe I hang out with Chronic La, because he was here for the show that I had over Canary.
Yeah.
And me and him been a whole one reason, and him been tell me, say, I'm one of the artists that he listen to frequently on a daily basis. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And him say, you remind me so much of myself. It's like, you in this whole different country and I in a whole different country, and it's like every time I listen to you, it's like listening to myself. It's exactly what he told me, you know? So, yeah, he just...
Yeah, the music, they resonate, man. The music resonate. And I think that's one of the things that gonna really allow you to move into some of these different markets, because people could relate to the music. I think that's the best way to say. People able to relate to the music no matter where they come from.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm glad to hear that that's the kind of feedback you're getting from people. But I remember what I was gonna talk about now when I said I forgot. The idea of, coming back home to perform, but then having to leave again on Christmas. I don't think, and I say it here all the time on the show, I don't think people recognize the sacrifices that we make to live this type of life,
Same.
Not really. Like spending times with your family.
You want to taste piece of ham. Straight airport in the morning.
Yeah, straight airport you gotta go in after the show.
Yeah.
Bye. No Christmas lunch, nothing. Lord, man. But all that in it. But you see, but people don't understand the sacrifices that we make to live the life that we have to live. So, I just want people to really appreciate artists like Byron and what it is that they do. Because in order for you to have a good time, sometimes they got to forego things that, some of us take for granted. Is that sometimes get difficult for you? Just maybe not being where you would like to be at a certain time, having to...
No, because at the end of the day, as I said before, you have to man up and understand this is what you want. Yeah, because, I miss home bad, eh?
Yeah.
Because home is home. Miss the people home as well.
Yeah.
Miss interacting with my fans them now and then. You don't know how my fans them just turn up for me.
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, it's just, you have to understand what you want and just put it way behind, one part of your brain side, and just say, we are going to get this thing, man, and make it happen,
Yeah, sacrifice now for what you want.
No failure,
No failure. Well, there's an option here.
Mm-hmm.
There's an option, and I think that's the mindset that you really have to have if you want to do this thing, because it's so competitive. Everybody just said this thing here. But ain't everybody going to be able to create a situation where they're able to support their family, support themselves after this. So you have to have one of them people, you have to have that mindset where there's no other option if you want to rise to the top.
Only plan A, because I'm not even give girl plan B, huh? But yeah.
Speaking of girl, what is the thing you say be doing with people's wife now? What going on with that?
What? Yo. This is the life.
This is the life, man.
Yeah.
Oh man. But at the same time, bro, what we could expect for you going forward, what's next? You had Vent that turning up the whole world. They're turning up the whole world. And they're leaving on the 25th Christmas Day. Yeah. And so I know that there must be works to mash.
I have a show in Jamaica for Jam Fest, Yeah, alongside with Prince Wani, so yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna be there for that.
Okay, and so more performances on the horizon. What it is that we could look forward to you in the upcoming year? Of course, hoping, fingers crossed. I mean, I even hope. Cause you don't tell me what the energy is. I mean, no more music coming for sure.
Yeah. But you know, me have an album with, I think it's how much? 4 or 5 big features in the dancehall world. So
Yeah.
look out for that. That's supposed to be it has been completed for the past 2 days now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So fresh.
yeah, man. So look out for it in January. You know, I've been working on that album for a year now too. So I really think this is a good body of work. You know.
Yeah. You feel you feel proud about what you were able to produce.
It's not just about being quantitatively with this project. The quality is there as well. You know.
Yeah.
And yeah, you could tell the difference between the younger me and the older me here as well.
So I think people could really hear the evolution.
Yeah, and the album is entitled No Love. So yeah, just look out for it. January. If not January, early February.
First quarter next year. First quarter for sure.
Definitely.
By
look out for that.
No Love. By the way, when this show finish, you can tell me who this OR girl who hurt your bike. I still trying to figure out who she be. Because I want to make sure that me run into her. I want to make sure me run into her. But
it's been 8 years now. Man.
By easy. So the thing is, people don't understand sometimes when artists out, right, and you listen to the music, sometimes the music's so timeless, sometimes the music's so still so impactful. You don't recognize how much time passed between when you first hear them songs and thing. And
yo, you're right, fam. Watch. You ain't lie. Yeah. I mean, watch Toxic.
Yeah.
And Toxic was Toxic dropped 4 years ago, you know.
Wow. 4 years.
Yeah, 3 to 4 years ago, and look at Toxic today, and just watch the crowd today.
Yeah.
And,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some timeless music, man.
Yeah, and
yeah,
I think
Rolex music.
I think that's kind of the aim, eh? I think kind of the aim is to create something that can last even after we pass. Even after
Definitely.
we pass. Yeah, something where you're like, you know, your kids and your grandkids hear it and you say, yeah, that's granddad. You know what I mean? Like that's
telling you.
Yeah, and I think you're definitely on the track. We see it happening. I really want to continue to encourage you to keep pushing, man, doing what you're doing. I, for one, really looking forward to the music that's about on the horizon. And I could tell that you're proud about the work that you're putting in.
Yeah, man, definitely, man, because, you know, we still prove a point to our own self still, you know? Yeah, every time I talk to myself, you might call me crazy, but every time I talk to myself and say, yo, we have to get this done, you know? We have to. So, and we don't have a choice but to get it done, so. Yeah, man, the job are going to be finished and it going to be well done, you know?
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to what the response is going to be, because I know if you are so proud about it, I know it's going to resonate with the fans. And not only the fans, but also bringing new people into the Byron Messiah fold, because we're trying to grow that fold for sure.
Yeah, man.
And ensure that, you know, like you said, this thing is worldwide. Like, just like Kim Collins, Kayamba, Atiba, use sports to put Sengits on the map. I see as one of the people who helping to put Sengits on the map through art and through music. So, you know, there's a lot of support I got for you and what you're doing, the part that you're on. And I know there's a lot of people here too who are on the same energy, who really just wishing you the best. And wishing that, you know, you really just continue to excel in what you're doing, man. But for people who wanna keep up with what's going on in your career and what's happening, what's the best way for them to do that?
I mean, you can follow me on Instagram, Byron Messiah, BYRON MESSIA, and you don't know YouTube, Byron Messiah TV. Those are the only two platforms that I use. So yeah.
But then is it to use IG and YouTube?
Yeah, I'm not on Facebook.
You'll be doing little TikTok videos with your...
Oh yeah. I'm on. Well, not me. My manager is on TikTok. I don't do TikTok. My manager is on TikTok. You know.
Yeah, so you can find you on TikTok as well.
Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah.
All right, and of course, more recently, tonight at Candyland, Byron Messiah performing again at the Cooler Fete. So, hey, watch here. take him 6 to 7 months to be back on the stage here in St. Kitts here. So we know what happening after this, guy. Who knows what happening after this album drop? I might be on a world tour for 12 months. So make sure you go out and support. And yeah, on every song, you sing it out loud. You know the fans are there when it's Byron on the stage. So make sure you go out and support the thing. I appreciate it.
Sure, don't forget, be there early, because you never know what time I perform. So all the fans them were excited and anticipating just to see Byron Messiah perform. Forward out early. The venue opens at 9. So be there by 8:50. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, guys, you all heard it here. Tonight, come on out, support the thing. Make sure you go like, subscribe, and share the social media, the IG, the YouTube Byron Messiah TV. That's the YouTube.
Byron Messiah TV.
Byron Messiah TV. Make sure you go out and share it up, and we continue to support and wish all the best. And to Byron, we getting all sorts of people on the live just wishing you all the best.
Enough respect.
You're making strides, young king. Yeah, man. And somebody said, make it out is one of the songs I just play almost every day. Yeah, that's a big song for me too. I had it as my alarm tone for a while too. I like that song bad. Make it out. That's a good one.
Yeah. I have some songs that I don't even remember.
Yeah. But that being your working.
You know one of my favorite songs from me, Melancholy. Melancholy.
Yeah,
Man. Love that song up to today.
Yeah. Hey, but it's good when you produce things that you're proud about. You know, and then you're continuing to do that and thing. But anybody want to shout out before we close off this thing? We way past the time now.
Man, shout out to my fans, to my family, my loved ones. Shout out to my friends them.
For sure.
You know. Shout out to Win FM. I have to big up the label as always. Management, CEO, everybody, you know. And big up all my artist friends them from abroad and locally as well. So yeah.
But guys, they had it, Byron Messiah, right here on Island T. So when we always appreciate when you take the time out to come and hang out with us,
yeah, man. I mean, at home, this is my, you know?
Yeah.
It's my office.
All right, for sure. Hey, and you're always welcome. No matter where in the world you be, even if you can't make it back, right here. So we expect to see you back when the album drop for a conversation about it.
Yeah, man.
Definitely. But thank you again, bro, and I'm wishing you all the best tonight, and also past that in whatever it is that you're doing. And yeah, this is the life, yeah.
This is the life. Make money.
Hey. All right, bro. Take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Well, guys, they had it. Byron Messiah, and you know, we had a good time today on LNT. And of course, when I see you guys again, it's gonna be, you know, a few days after the holiday. And so I really want to take time to wish everybody, you know, a pleasant Christmas, and all the best for the season. We talk about being grateful at this time, and I tell you guys every day, but even particularly now, with the, you know, the air of gratefulness kind of floating around, I want to really send special thanks out to you guys who take the time to come and support what me and Jade do here and us here, and you know, us here on the show at WINNMedia SKN. And yeah, you know, keep your minds open as to what's important during this time. And yeah, look forward to seeing you guys after the holidays. Make sure you get some rest. Make sure you get some good food. Make sure you tell the people who are important to you that I love them. And yeah, make sure you go and check and see exactly why it is work husband get, because I can't let them, they're winning right now. But guys, I gotta leave. I gotta go. I gotta disembark. Thanks to everybody who tuned in on WINNMediaSKN.com, YouTube, Facebook, any of the other digital media platforms. Appreciate you so much. Those of you who tuned in on 98.9 FM, big up yourself. Make sure you tell wherever you're walking in the day to turn on Island T. You don't make no sense of anything else on between 8 and 10 on a weekday. And yeah, Jade, big up yourself. hopefully, you're back here with us next show. And to everybody on the live who hitting me up and saying, happy holidays and so forth. Thank you so much. And same to you guys. Yeah, man, definitely. I'm going to say it. I'm going to just be straight up. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all you guys. Merry Christmas to all the sippers. Merry Christmas to all the first-time listeners. Yeah, it really is a pleasure to be here and to have you guys be a part of this whole thing that we've managed to build over the time. But alas, I have to go. It's time for me to leave. I have to leave. I have to disembark. I have to disappear. But remember, before I go, please learn from the losses of others. Also, guys, please remember to spend more time living your content than posting it. Even though y'all are posting a lot for the Christmas. But guys, also remember, you can't be everybody's cup of tea because you is not a mug. See you guys next week, and Merry Christmas.
This Christmas, give a gift of wellness and happiness to your friends and family. A gift voucher from the Chop Shop Salon and Spa is one of the best gifts you can give your loved ones. Chop Shop has 3 locations in Port Zante, Royal St. Kitts Hotel Frigate Bay, and the newest location next to Hosford's Supermarket in Nevis. Spoil your loved ones rotten with massages, manicures, pedicures, facials, waxing, hair treatment, body scrubs, body wraps, and a whole lot more. Check out our heavily discounted Xmas specials on our Facebook pages or call 466-7243 at our Port Zante location, 465-7243 at our Frigate Bay location, and 469-7246 at our Nevis location to inquire about our exclusive Christmas packages. Wishing you a very happy holiday season from all of us at the Chop Shop Salon and Spa.
It's Festive Fridays! Meet the National Carnival Committee at Festive Fridays downtown Bastille on the corner of Wood and Central Street, featuring lunchtime concerts and after-work entertainment. It's Carnival, baby! Friday night, 16th and the 23rd of December. Bring your crew and let's celebrate as one for Sugar Mass 51.